Imagine being at the very height of your career. You are loved by millions, respected by peers, and secure in your accomplishments. The spotlight shines brightly on you, and the world waits for your every word, your every laugh, your every moment. For most, this would be the dream to stay at the center of it all, to bask in that light for as long as possible. But what if you chose to step away? Not because the audience grew smaller, not because the fame faded, but because something far more important called to you. This is the story of Kelly Ripa, a woman who made a choice that stunned the entertainment world. She walked away from a career that defined daytime television, not out of regret, but out of love. Kelly's story is more than a celebrity headline. It is a testament to sacrifice, to devotion, and to the courage it takes to leave behind a legacy in exchange for something more personal. Her journey forces us to ask ourselves one simple but powerful question. What truly matters most in life? For decades, Kelly Ripa was a household name. She first captured America's attention with her breakthrough role on All My Children. Viewers loved her charm, her spark, her relatability. But it was when she stepped into the world of daytime television as co-host of Live that her star truly soared. Kelly's voice became the rhythm of the morning for millions. Her laughter carried through kitchens, living rooms, and offices across the country. She wasn't just a host, she became a friend to her viewers. Her interviews were fun, her wit was sharp, but what set her apart was her authenticity. Kelly didn't just talk to the stars who sat on her couch, she talked to the people watching at home. She was genuine, approachable, and real. That connection made her irreplaceable. Yet behind the smiles, behind the effortless energy, there was a side to Kelly's life few got to see. Fame, for all its rewards, demands a price. Early mornings, long tapings, the endless need to be on. Kelly was constantly juggling the responsibilities of her career while trying to be present for her family. For years, she managed to balance the two. But with each missed dinner, each school performance she couldn't attend, and each evening spent away from her husband, the weight grew heavier. And then came the moment that changed everything. It wasn't about Kelly herself, but about Mark Consuelos, her husband, her partner, her anchor. Mark faced a health scare. To the world, it wasn't front-page news, but for Kelly, it shook the foundation of her life. Suddenly, the applause and the cameras felt small compared to the thought of losing the person she loved most. Kelly and Mark's love story is one that has always inspired fans. They first met on the set of All My Children in the 1990s. Their connection was instant, undeniable. In the whirlwind of young love, they decided not to wait. They ran off to Las Vegas for a quiet, unexpected wedding. No flashing cameras, no headlines. Just two people, deeply in love, choosing each other. Over the years, as Kelly's career exploded, Mark became her steady ground. He was her sounding board, her comfort, the reminder of what truly mattered when the demands of fame threatened to consume her. Together, they raised their children, navigated Hollywood, and built a family life that, despite the chaos, remained rooted in love. But as her career thrived, Kelly often found herself away from them. Nights on set stretched into weeks of exhaustion. She poured everything into her work, but inside she began to wonder, was the success worth the sacrifice? One night, after another long day of filming, Kelly returned home to find Mark waiting. They sat down together and, for the first time in a long while, spoke openly about the future. Mark, always her biggest supporter, reassured her that he would stand by her side no matter what. But then he asked her a question that would echo in her mind for weeks. When all is said and done, which memories will you treasure more? The shows you've hosted? Or the time we've spent together as a family? That question haunted Kelly. Each day on set, each moment in front of the cameras, the thought grew louder. Until one morning, she knew her decision had been made. On what appeared to be a normal day of live, Kelly walked onto the stage with her usual grace. The audience laughed, applauded, and cheered, as they always had. But inside, Kelly's heart was heavy. As the show drew to a close, her voice began to tremble, and then she spoke the words that left millions in shock. She thanked her colleagues for their support. She thanked her fans for welcoming her into their homes every morning. And then, with tears welling in her eyes, she whispered, "The greatest role I will ever play is not on the stage. It's at home, as Mark's wife and as the mother of our children." The studio fell silent. Some gasped, others cried. In that instant, an era ended. The reaction was overwhelming. Across social media, fans poured out their love and admiration. Many expressed heartbreak at the thought of losing their daily companion, but more than anything, people celebrated her courage. Words like brave, selfless, and inspiring echoed again and again. Kelly's decision resonated because it wasn't just about leaving a job. It was about choosing love over everything else. And Kelly never looked back. For the first time in decades, she awoke without a script, without a call time, without the pressure of entertaining millions. Instead, she awoke next to her husband, free to live life on her own terms. Her choice marked the end of a professional chapter, but the beginning of a more intimate one. A chapter where she could travel with Mark, spend time with her children, and embrace the simple joys that fame often steals away. She didn't see it as a loss. She saw it as a gift. Kelly's farewell reminds us of something vital, that true success is not measured only in accolades, ratings, or applause. True success is found in the lives we touch, the relationships we nurture, and the love we protect. Her legacy will always be secure. She was the woman who lit up our mornings, who made us laugh, who reminded us to stay grounded and real. But her final act, stepping away, may be her most powerful message of all. Because she showed the world that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is not to keep going, but to stop, to step away, and to choose what matters most. So, while fans may miss her presence on screen, her story leaves behind something even greater, a reminder to each of us. What truly matters when the spotlight fades? What memories will we hold on to? And who will be there beside us when the applause is gone? For Kelly Ripa, the answer was clear. Her greatest role was not on television. It was at home, in love, with her family. And in that choice, she gave us all a lesson worth remembering.